Hi, so I'm here with Kristen Floyd. She is the director of Safe Harbor Crisis Center. And as I'm sure you've now heard, we are running a charity event right now in lieu of a Black Friday sale where you can get a free session in exchange for a $99 donation to Safe Harbor. And so I just wanted to give Chris the opportunity to explain what Safe Harbor's mission is and who they serve. So Chris, tell us a little bit about Safe Harbor. Tell us your mission here.
So Safe Harbor is the only domestic violence and sexual assault crisis center and services in Davis County. We serve individuals that are fleeing domestic violence or have been affected by sexual assault. We have a crisis shelter. We have a transitional apartment complexes, and we have a community advocacy building that houses advocates to help those who don't need crisis shelter in that moment, to help with protective orders or therapy or situations with their kids that have been affected by domestic violence.
Awesome. And who do you serve in Davis County?
We serve everyone, and that's a very broad statement, but that is true for us. It doesn't matter gender identification, LGBTQ. It does not matter where you're coming from or who you are. It doesn't even matter if you're documented. We serve anybody and everybody that is affected by interpersonal violence.
Amazing. And so you were telling me earlier that there are certain cases in which you can't intervene or can't serve. What are the exceptions?
So if it's not interpersonal violence, and interpersonal violence means that they are married, cohabitating, or dating. So in situations where perhaps like two brothers or two sisters are living together and get into a fight and a situation happens, we are not able to extend services for that. It genuinely has to be interpersonal violence of somebody that is in a relationship in those ways.
Okay, awesome. And tell us, what are you going to be using our donation for?
Yeah, so we have a transitional housing apartment complex, and that allows people to come in and live in those apartment complexes for up to 24 months while they're trying to get permanent housing and get reacclimated back into society and get balanced back out from after leaving a violent situation. And so when they come into these apartments, they come in with no furniture, no beds, no couches, nothing. And so we want to be able to use these funds to be able to get those beds most specifically ready for these guys to come in, because not only do they need it when they come in, but when they move out of our transitional housing, they get to take all that furniture with them so that they're not starting all over again. And you know, that's really important. I mean, if you've ever moved into your very first apartment and you don't have furniture, it's expensive to try and find furniture.
Right.
And a lot of these folks don't have money to do that. And so this is a fabulous way for us to get these folks ready and prepared and to bring their kids into these apartments and have their, probably for some of them, the first time they've had their own bed.
Oh, wow. So if somebody wanted to contact Safe Harbor for services, what would be the best way to do that?
So we have a hotline, and that number is 801-444-9161. That's our hotline. We also have a website that is safeharborhope.org. And on that website, it lists all the different types of services and the way to get a hold of us if you don't remember the phone number.
Awesome. Okay, last question.
Okay.
You've done a couple of shoots with Silk and Salt.
Yes.
All right, so tell us what you would say to somebody who's on the fence about doing a shoot.
You know what, I will say it was really nervous. I was really nervous when I decided to book my first time with you guys, Pamela, but it was the most empowering, I get even tearful about it, the most empowering visit I'd ever had. To the point that I am a therapist and have a private practice also, and I have sent several patients over there because it is so empowering. You make it so comfortable. I have all of my pictures hung up in my house. My husband has gone in for his own. We've gone together. And so we have all of our pictures posted throughout our house, and it's very tasteful. It was very much to my style. You made that very personal for me, and I am forever grateful for that.
Chris, thank you so much. And thanks for talking with
You
us
bet.
and telling us all about Safe Harbor.
Yeah, you bet.
I'll put the link down below or at the top if you want to participate and donate. It is a cause we care very deeply about. So please get the word out if you can. And thanks so much.